Okay, pupils, we are on this Year 6 Academy Stars Workbook on page 14. So we are on Lesson 6, Writing. So prepare to write. Activity 1. Look at the pictures, number them in order to tell the story. So the first one, already given. So this is, they are on the jetty here. And then we have, so if you can see, raining here. So this is, obviously this is the last part, they are wearing a blanket. So and then this one maybe in the middle of the story. So this is, they hit the rock. So number 1. So this is number 2. They are fishing. And then we have number 3. So they hit the rock. And then number 4, so they are at the island shore here. So number 4, so helicopter. So this is number 5. And then the final one, number 6. So we are on now on activity 2 here. So which part of a newspaper article about the story are these sentences from? So write I for introduction, M for main body, or C for a conclusion. So basically there are 3 parts of a typical newspaper article. So 1 to 6, so maybe 2 is I, so another 2 is for M, then the last 2 is for C. So number 1 already given is M. So we will need to identify the introduction first. So the weather changed suddenly while they were sailing towards an island. So this is the main body. And number 2, a family is safe after a sailing accident yesterday. So this one should be introduction. So we write I here. And number 3, suddenly the boat hit a large rock and started to sink. So this is M. And number 4, an emergency helicopter rescued them from the island. So number 4, so this is already make conclusion, C. And then number 5, they were lucky the accident happened near the island, said the helicopter pilot. So what did the people say? So this is basically the conclusion. So you can refer to the pupil's book on those 3 parts. So basically you can refer to activity 3 here also. So this is the question. And then for the main body, it will have its own questions also. So were the conclusion. So number 4 is C, and then number 5 is also C, conclusion. Number 6, Jack Robson and his parents were on a boat trip when an accident happened. So this is introduction. So we go to activity 3 here. Complete with the sentences in activity 2. Add 1 more sentence to each section. So 3 sections. Introduction. So I won't rewrite the sentences from activity 2. So you can just copy and then write it here. So introduction, number 2 and number 6. So this one number 2 from activity 2, and then number 6. So a family is safe after a sailing accident yesterday. So you shouldn't write the number here. So just because 3 lines here, so we will write each sentences on each line. So number 2 and number 6, a family is safe after a sailing accident yesterday. Jack Robson and his parents were on a boat trip when an accident happened. So we add one more sentence, so you can write. So maybe you don't have the clue to write it, and basically you can, there's a trick here. So you can write something about the accident happened. So when the accident happened, how was the weather? So the weather was sunny, because later you'll write number 1 here. So because it is a main body, and then we focus on this sentence again. So when the accident happened, so how was the weather? The weather was sunny. And then we go back to number 1. The weather changed suddenly while they were sailing towards an island. And then we go to number 3 here. Suddenly the boat hit a large rock and started to sink. So add one more sentence. So you can say they swam, because they will need to swim to the shore. So they swam to the shore and waited for help. For help. Because later we will write this conclusion. Number 4, because waited for help. After that, an emergency helicopter rescued them from the island. So number 4, and then number 5, they were lucky the accident happened near the island, said the helicopter pilot. And then you can write the final one. Fortunately, no one was injured. So remember, this is writing a newspaper article, so you cannot make other sentences, maybe interrogative form. So that's it for today. So we are on this Year 6 Academy Stars Workbook on page 14. So if you're okay, you can subscribe here, and then you can watch the related videos here. So right below this video, there's a link, you can click it, and then you can join the Telegram robot that I developed.